Ghostly tales, yet mirrors of human life. Hey, everyone! Welcome to Encountering Chinese. Ghostly Tales from Zhai. Today, I'm going to tell you a story called Sheng. In ancient China, the greatest aspiration of scholars was to become government officials through the imperial examination system known as Keiju. During those times, most scholars were very poor, and their opportunity to change their fate lay in passing the imperial exams. However, these exams were extremely rigorous and sometimes unfair, making it a rare achievement to pass. Many people would stubbornly endure a lifetime of poverty for the chance to pass the exams and become officials. Today, we will tell a ghostly tale that revolves around this theme. In Huaiyang County, there was a scholar named Ye. His full name is now lost to history, so let's simply call him Sheng. Sheng was a talented individual, and his essays and poems were considered among the best of his time. However, luck never seemed to be on his side, as he repeatedly failed the Keiju examinations. Despite his setbacks, he continued to strive for success. During this period, a man named Ding Chenghe from the eastern regions happened to be appointed as the county magistrate of Huaiyang. Impressed by Sheng's writings, Ding Chenghe summoned Sheng for a conversation, and unexpectedly, they found themselves in agreement, which delighted Ding Chenghe greatly. Ding Chenghe invited Sheng to stay at his official residence and provided him with funds for study, including money for lamps and books. Moreover, he regularly offered financial support to Sheng to ensure he could maintain his livelihood. The time came once again for the county-level examination, and Ding Chenghe praised Sheng in front of the county-level examiners. Thanks to this endorsement, Sheng secured the qualification to participate in the provincial examination with the highest score. Ding Chenghe had high hopes for him. After the provincial examination concluded, Ding Chenghe eagerly reviewed Sheng's essays and was repeatedly impressed by his work. However, fate continued to cast its shadow on Sheng's ambitions. Despite his outstanding essays, he still failed to pass the exam. Sheng returned home dejected, feeling ashamed for not living up to Ding Chenghe's expectations. He became despondent, resembling a lifeless puppet, refusing to eat or drink. His health deteriorated rapidly, and he grew painfully thin. Hearing of Sheng's plight, Ding Chenghe called him for a comforting conversation. Sheng, still overwhelmed by grief, couldn't hold back his tears. Touched by Sheng's suffering, Ding Chenghe made a promise. He told Sheng that once his term as county magistrate ended and he returned to the capital, he would take Sheng with him. Sheng was deeply moved by this offer, thanked Ding Chenghe, and returned home. From that day forward, he rarely left his house. Not long after, Sheng fell seriously ill and was bedridden. Ding Chenghe continuously sent gifts and well wishes through his servants, but despite taking numerous medicines, Sheng's condition showed no signs of improvement. Around this time, Ding Chenghe, having fallen out of favor with his superiors, was relieved of his duties and was about to leave his post. He wrote a letter to Sheng, the essence of which was, "I had already set a date for my return home in the east. The reason for my delay is that I have been waiting for your recovery so we can depart together. If you are able to come in the morning, we will leave in the evening." A messenger from Ding Chenghe delivered the letter to Ye Sheng's bedside. Overwhelmed with emotion, Ye Sheng read the letter and began to weep. He asked the messenger to convey to Ding Chenghe that his illness was severe, and it would be difficult for him to recover quickly. He advised Ding Chenghe to proceed with his journey first. The messenger returned and delivered Ye Sheng's message, but Ding Chenghe, unable to bear the thought of leaving without his friend, patiently waited for him. After a few days, the gatekeeper suddenly reported that Ye Sheng had arrived. Ding Chenghe was overjoyed and rushed to greet him. Ye Sheng said, "I apologize for making you wait so long due to my illness. I am relieved that I have recovered in time, and now I can accompany and serve you faithfully." Ding Chenghe promptly packed his belongings, preparing for an early departure the next day. They returned to Ding Chenghe's hometown, where Ding Chenghe arranged for his son to become Ye Sheng's student. Ye Sheng spent his days and nights instructing Ding Chenghe's son. The young boy's name was Ding Zhai, and though he was already 16 years old, he still did not know how to write the traditional 8-part essays. However, he possessed extraordinary intelligence. After reading an 8-part essay 2 or 3 times, he could completely commit it to memory. With Ye Sheng's guidance during his 1-year stay at the Ding household, Ding Zhai was able to write essays fluently. Thanks to his father's influence, he easily gained admission to the county school. Ye Sheng also copied down the 8-part essays he had written in preparation for the exam and gave them to Ding Zhai for recitation. After some time, Ding Zhai participated in the provincial examination. Among the 7 essay questions given in the exam, not a single one was beyond what he had prepared for. He performed exceptionally well, ranking 6th in the provincial examination and earning the title of Jiren, the successful candidate in the imperial examination. One day, Ding Chenghe said to Ye Sheng, "Sir, you have only revealed a tiny fraction of your own knowledge, yet you've helped my son achieve fame in the provincial examination. However, truly talented individuals like yourself have long been overlooked. How can this be right?" Ye Sheng replied, "Perhaps it is my fate. But now, with your favor, my writing can flourish, and people will know that despite my hardships, I possess talent. That alone satisfies me. Moreover, as a scholar, having a confidant like you is more than enough. I don't need to be fixated on the idea that only success in the imperial examination and shedding my commoner status can be considered good fortune." Concerned that Ye Sheng had been away from his hometown for a long time and might miss the annual local examination, Ding Chenghe suggested he return home to participate. Ye Sheng was disheartened by the idea. However, Ding Chenghe didn't insist. Instead, he instructed his son, who was participating in the imperial examination, to sponsor Ye Sheng's admission as a student in the Imperial Academy. Ding Zhai succeeded in the imperial examination, securing a position as a departmental official. He took Ye Sheng with him to his post, where they spent their days together. A year passed, and Ye Sheng participated in the provincial examination held in the capital city. To their surprise, he also passed and became a Jiren. Around the same time, Ding Zicheng was assigned to handle government affairs in the South River area. He said to Ye Sheng, "I'm going to a place not far from your hometown. Sir, after years of hard work, you've finally achieved your dream. Now, you can return home in glory. It's truly gratifying." Ye Sheng was overjoyed at the thought. They picked an auspicious day and set off on their journey together. When they reached the boundary of Huaiyang County, Ding Zicheng ordered his servants to escort Ye Sheng back to his home. Returning to his hometown, Ye Sheng was heartbroken to see the dilapidated state of his house. He hesitated as he entered the courtyard and spotted his wife coming out with a winnowing basket. However, when she saw him, she dropped the basket and fled in fear. With a heavy heart, Ye Sheng said, "I have finally achieved success after only 3 or 4 years apart. How can you not recognize me?" His wife, from a distance, shouted loudly, "You've been dead for a long time. What are you talking about success for? The reason we kept your coffin unburied for so long is because our family was too poor, and our children were too young. Now our son has grown up, and it won't be long before we find a place to bury you. Don't haunt us and scare us, now that you're a ghost." Hearing this, Ye Sheng displayed a look of disappointment and desolation. He slowly walked into the house and saw a coffin placed prominently in the hall. It seemed he understood everything. He immediately collapsed to the ground and disappeared. His wife, filled with grief, approached and found Ye Sheng's clothes, hat, shoes, and socks scattered on the floor, like the discarded skin of a cicada. She wept inconsolably while holding his clothes. Ye Sheng's son returned from the academy and saw a horse tethered at their doorstep. He inquired about the horse's origin and was told the story. Alarmed by what he heard, he hurriedly ran to inform his mother. With teary eyes, Ye Sheng's wife recounted the scene she had witnessed earlier. They carefully questioned the servants who had accompanied Ye Sheng to piece together the story. It was then that they learned the whole truth. Their servant returned to his master's house and recounted everything to Ding Zicheng. Upon hearing the news, Ding Zicheng was overwhelmed with grief, and tears streamed down his robe. Without delay, he ordered a carriage and rushed to Ye Sheng's home. Ding Zicheng performed a mourning ritual in front of Ye Sheng's spirit and provided the necessary funds for his funeral. Following the customs of a Jiren's burial, they laid Ye Sheng to rest. Ding Zicheng also generously gave Ye Sheng's son a considerable sum of money and hired the best teachers to educate him. He recommended Ye Sheng's son to the local education authorities, and within a year, the young man passed the local examination and became a Xiuzai. At the end of the story, the author provides a reflective commentary, saying, "A person's soul can follow their kindred spirit so closely that they forget they are already deceased. Most people would find this unbelievable, but I firmly believe in it." In the novel, The Tale of the Separated Soul, the female protagonist is able to leave her body and accompany her beloved. The poem, Reply to Li Shihe, also mentions that Zhang Min and Gao Hui, two close friends, meet in dreams. Moreover, many works of literature reflect the hearts of us scholars. Those who appreciate our writings are kindred spirits who share our lives. Encountering a true kindred spirit is something one can hardly hope for, as most people never find such a soulmate. They live in solitude, often lamenting their fate, yet they possess indomitable spirit. Pity the impoverished appearance of a scholar, even ghosts and monsters come to mock him. Once a scholar repeatedly fails the exams, every aspect of his life seems ugly to others. And if a scholar's name is not on the list of successful candidates, his writing is criticized at every turn. There are many like Sheng who lead a lifetime of adversity. It's just a matter of how we can bring people like Zhai back to life, to accompany them in their struggles. Alright. That's all for today's ghostly tale. Sheng. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please also encourage everyone to comment and share more. We'll see you in the next episode.